Hey my dudes, so a couple months ago, I made some coconut cookies from Hur Sorters Kaker and they kind of failed. So I kept them in the freezer and I've been trying to think of ways to use them up. And I really think that this would be a great topping for a pan of brownies. But when I looked up my favorite brownie recipe, I did not have the correct ingredients at home. But I do have the ingredients for my kladdkake recipe and I was like, kladdkake, brownies, same but different, let's try it out. First things first, we're gonna start by melting 2 bars of chocolate. These are each 100 grams, so 200 grams total, duh. You can really use any dark chocolate with this, but the darker the chocolate, the more intense the cake is. I'm using 70% today, but I often like to use 80%. Into this, we're gonna add 200 grams of butter. I am using salted butter, so I don't have to salt this cake, but if you're using unsalted butter, then you should add like half a teaspoon of salt. Ooh, glad I checked. It was 100 grams of butter, not 200 grams. Melt this down. I'm gonna use the microwave. You could also use a double boiler. You do you. While that's melting, we wanna butter our pan, and you wanna butter it really well. I'm also gonna coat it in a little bit of cocoa powder. You could do flour, but the flour will add like a white cast, which I'm not a big fan of. Butter and chocolate are melted. Next, we need 200 grams of sugar, which fortunately is basically 1 US cup. I don't actually know how accurate that is, but that's what I've written down in my own recipes. So I hope past Cecilia was correct and set future Cecilia up for success. Sugar, stir, grainy goodness. Next up is 4 eggs. The amount of eggs that our little family of 2 here goes through, be me and my boyfriend, call us a family of 2. Cute, right? Anyways, the amount of eggs that we go through in a week is heinous. We go through at minimum, 20 a week between the 2 of us. When mixing in the eggs, I like to switch to a whisk just because it's easier. You could do it with a spatula and have this be a 1 bowl, 1 tool wonder, but this goes faster. Gorgeous. Pan, batter. Now, this coconut business, I think I'm just gonna go for it and put this on top. It's been about 10 minutes and the kladdkake is not baked at all, but my coconut is getting real crispy. So I'm gonna foil it and see if that helps. I do have to say, the chocolate is so intense. I feel the flavor of the coconut gets lost a little bit. Texture, obviously still there. So much coconut texture, but not a lot of coconut flavor. It's just having such a hard time competing with the dark chocolate. I'm still gonna eat this whole piece though.